Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
CNN's reputation is in the toilet. We don't have to tell you that. After years of biased reporting and numerous embarrassing moments, few people respect the communist news network. So, it comes as no surprise that President Donald Trump poked fun at them recently on Twitter. What's really amusing? CNN's response. Their anchorman Jake Tapper let loose in a way that only further exposes their bias and lack of ethics. Once upon a time, news coverage was impartial. Journalists and reporters simply researched the facts and provided them to the public. Those days are long gone. For decades Americans have had to put up with pathetic liberal advocates disguised as journalists. They slanted news coverage to favor their preferred issues and politicians. More often than not, they attack conservatives and the values we hold dear. Thanks to President Donald Trump, more Americans are speaking out against dishonest, liberal outlets. He co-opted their own slanderous term fake news and gave it a whole new meaning. News channels like CNN are fuming. They can't believe that America is finally turning on them, after decades of abuse. Instead of changing their ways and, reporting the facts, CNN only continues their toxic, biased coverage. When President Trump posted a humorous tweet below, saying we should have a contest for the most dishonest, corrupt, and distorted political coverage and give a fake news trophy, Jake Tapper on CNN had to lash out like a bitter, entitled baby. Monday on CNN's The lead host Jake Tapper criticized President Donald Trump for his tweets about CNN. Tapper said, "That is false. The amazing journalists at CNN International bring the truth to the world. They're carrying out important, rare, and often dangerous work. They have been for decades." After detailing developments on Michael Flynn, Tapper continued, "Now that I am sharing these facts with you, facts the president does not care for might explain why he seeks to discredit CNN and all media organizations who report on him without fear or favor, The Washington Post, The New York Times. The president does not care for us reporting these facts and seems that he does not want you to believe these facts." The president said he wanted to give an award based on which network is the most, quote, dishonest, corrupt, and/or distorted, but his problems with journalism seem to be rooted in the exact opposite. He hates that which is honest and ethical and precise. Ask yourself, why might that be? "Oh, I can hear the violins playing," as poor old Tapper laments the fall of the free press. How could the president attack our glorious institutions in such a way? He must be the villain, attacking truth and honest reporting. Wah. 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 It's so pathetic. Jake Tapper weeps over how the president is destroying the free press. Yet, Trump is doing nothing but exposing the toxic bias that has existed in 99% of the media for decades. CNN and the rest of them would have us go on, pretending they are not all hacks and liars. We all know they have their bias. They just preferred when we were too bullied to do anything about it. Trump's stance against dishonest and biased reporting is empowering more Americans to reject the stink of fake news. It gives us a chance to reject news outlets that are deliberately distorting the facts to fit their agenda. For all the belly-aching by Tapper, he refuses to acknowledge the blatant, ridiculous, and downright evil ways CNN lies to the public. Keep in mind, this is the man who defended Islamic extremists after the recent New York attack. You also have to keep in mind that, while defending his network as honest news, he is openly attacking the president. He accuses the president of eroding the free press, as Tapper himself violates the free press to denigrate the commander-in-chief. Isn't that a conflict, Jake? The fake news industry is blind as a bat. They refuse to acknowledge their bias and dishonesty. Because they can't. They've been lying for so many years, they don't even know what the truth looks like. Instead, they attack the president, conservatives, and anyone else who dares oppose them. Thank goodness their ratings are in the toilet. What do you think? Is Tapper right to attack the president? Do you consider CNN and other outlets fake news? Let us know, and be sure to spread the word about Tapper's hissy fit. The world needs to see how biased CNN really is. Share the story and leave a comment by clicking one of the buttons below. Follow us on Facebook at Mad World News.